Sawanang kayang godam pukita may husip men can koyong godam pukta may Wene hene yo, 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 wene hene yo.
Welcome to Lesson 11 of the Mountain Mighty language class. Today we'll add to our dialogue and then we'll learn some new verb forms using verb partnerships. We'll talk about two different kinds of men, M-E-N and mighty, that are totally different from each other. And we'll work on infixes a little more with a couple more verbs. Let's start with our dialogue. Patty says, Minky heskem yam, hesim makare. Thomas says, Nikki heskem yang kakan Miller. Patty says, Nikki, Minky kalem Julie Miller makare. That means, oh my, is your wife Julie Miller? Nikki means oh my, or OMG. Repeat, Nikki. Thomas says, he-eh. Patty says, Merkakas makitpem. Tawalmoto usaas. I know her. We used to work together. Kakas makitpem means I know, for knowing a person. Repeat, kakas makitpem. Tawalusas means I used to work. Repeat, tawalusas. The moto infix means together. Tawalmoto means work together. Repeat, tawalmoto. Tawalmoto usaas means we used to work together. So repeat the sentence, I know her, we used to work together. Merkakas makitpem. Tawalmoto usaas. Thomas says, Ho, kotasik peku metukum hobori makare? Was that at Greenville's grocery store? Peku metukum habo means grocery store. Repeat, peku metukum habo. Repeat the question, was that at Greenville's grocery store? Kotasik peku metukum hobori makare? Patty says, Wie. Munkakan yomik uyiri. No, it was at the doctor's office. Yomi is doctor, so yomik is doctors. And some people say yome for doctor. Some say yomi. Uyi can mean office or building. It's pretty interchangeable with the word habo. So repeat, it was at the doctor's office. Munkakan yomik uyiri. Patty says, Hell, hehe patinan minki kale amaankano. Well, you say hi from Patty to your wife. Repeat. Hehe patinan minki kale amaankano. Thomas says, Hell, makai makas, yahat bispada. Okay, I will tell her. Kai means tell. Repeat. Hell. Makai makas. Now, let's run through it again without my comments. Minky heskem yam, hesim makare. Nikki heskem yam kakan Miller. Nikki, minky kalem Julie Miller makare. He-eh. Merkakas makitpem. Tawalmoto usaas. Ho, kotasik peku metukum habore makare. Wie munkakan yomiku yidi. Hell, hehe patinan minki kale amaankano. Hell, makai makas, yahat bispada. We've been learning the simple present past tense, but as I mentioned, this could be translated as either in the past or the present. If you want to be really clear, you're talking about the present. Right now, action that's still going on, you want to learn the present imperfect. Imperfect doesn't mean anything's wrong with it. The word perfect here means complete. So imperfect means the action is not finished, it's not completed, and it's still going on. We use two words to express ongoing action, both in English and Maidu. I'm going to call this a verb partnership because two words are dividing up the work. Each one is like a partner carrying part of the load and part of the information. In English, we use a helping verb like is with a verb that ends in ing. For example, he is walking. The is a helping verb. And if I say I use am instead of is. I am walking. They are walking. You are walking. You use this verb tense every day in English, two words acting as partners to express ongoing action. You already know the forms for is in Maidu. He is, she is, they are is kakan. You are is kaankano. I am is kakas. We are is ka'ankas for two people and ka'ankes for more than two. This is your helping verb in Maidu, and it's really like the helping verb in English. The other partner word is like the verb ending in ing in English, walking. You already know that the dom ending in Maidu is a lot like the ing ending in English. Ano means walk, and anodom means walking. So to express I am walking in Maidu, you say kakas anodom. Repeat, kakas anodom. I am walking. What we call the helping verb is actually the main verb of the sentence. It's the one that carries the information about who is doing the action. Kakas tells us that I am doing the action. Kakas also tells us that this is factual information based on first-hand knowledge. In Maidu, you have to use a special verb form when you're talking about anything that you don't know firsthand. If you didn't see it with your own eyes and hear it with your own ears, you cannot use kakan and kakas verb forms to talk about it. But we'll go into that more in an upcoming lesson. The helping verb, like kakan, partners up with the dom word, which I call the verb partner. A word ending in dom is built on a verb, but it's actually not a verb on its own. The verb partner ending in dom tells us what the action is, and that's pretty important. If the verb is future or negative, the verb partner carries that information too. So working together, the helping verb and the verb partner each carry half of the information. You translate it just like English, and it means just about the same thing, ongoing action happening now. Let's contrast the simple present past tense that we have been using with the imperfect. So, for example, anokas is the simple present past tense, and it means I walked or I went. It can mean now, but usually it means past. If you want to say I am walking, or I am going, or I am traveling, you're going to use the two verb partners, kakas anodom. I am walking. Right now, I am traveling. If someone calls you on your cell phone while you're walking and asks, Hesi maka, what are you doing? You don't answer anokas. You answer kakas anodom. I am walking right now. Knowing this verb tense will clear up a lot of confusion. If I say metokum habodi to walk on, you don't know if he worked at the store in the past or if he's working there now. To make it clear you're talking about now, say metokum habodi to waldon kakan, or kakan metokum habodi to waldon. You can switch up the order. So let's listen to some native speakers using this verb tense. Dan Williams is telling what his father told him after he dove into the lake and found a gambling charm stone. O meron ka kan min, it is giving you a stone, talking about the lake. Listen to Dan Williams and repeat.
O meron ka kan min.
Here's Dan Williams again telling what his father told him. Nik onkoidom kankano. You are surpassing me. Onkoi means surpass or beat somebody in a competition. Listen to Dan Williams say, you are surpassing me, and repeat.
Nik onkoidom kankano.
Listen to Ma'am Gallagher say, I am forgetting now. Notice kakas is shortened to kas. This is often the case when kakas is a helping verb. It gets shortened to kas. The same with kakan, which often gets shortened to kan. If Ma'am Gallagher had said hukichikas, it could mean I forgot. Instead, she's saying I am forgetting. Listen again and repeat. Listen to Roxy Pakanam say, turns out I'm surviving.
Kakasmakum onway no.
Makum means it turns out. She's still surviving as she speaks. Listen again and repeat.
Kakasmakum onway no.
Listen to Leona Morales say, I am speaking. I am speaking right now. Notice she shortens kakas to kas. You can't confuse this with I spoke. That would be weakas. Listen to Herb Young say, it's the middle of winter. Esto means be in the middle. Herb Young says, it's in the middle of winter right now. Notice kakan gets shortened to kan. Listen again and repeat after him. This imperfect verb tense is so much like English, I think it should be pretty easy for you. If someone asks you, Hesi maka, what are you doing? You can answer in this tense. Kas tiwi chekinodom. I am watching TV. That means right now. Repeat. Kas tiwi chekinodom. Using the helping verb like kas makes it a full sentence. And for your own practice, of course, you want to use a full sentence. But in reality, just like in English, if someone asks you, what are you doing? Chances are you don't use a full sentence like, I am watching TV. You probably just say, watching TV, even though that's not a full sentence because there's no real verb. But I think it's okay and maybe more natural when answering questions. So, say, Hesi maka. And now answer, Tiwi chekinodom. I left off the kas, but I think that's okay. How would you say, I am eating right now? Kas pedom. Or you could say, pedom kakas. Now, here's something that's not like English. The verb partner, in this case pedom, can take the future infix ma right before the dom ending. So it's just like the imperfect but has ma. Let's call it the future imperfect. Remember that we already have a regular future tense with the ma right before endings like kas and kan. When you say kas plus a verb plus madom, the meaning's different from the makas and makan verb tense. With madom, the meaning is be about to do something or intend to do. If I say chamakas min, I will see you, this is the regular future tense we've been using. Chamaron kakas min is the future imperfect because it uses madom. The translation is I am about to see you or I intend to see you. So repeat, I am about to see you. Chamaron kakas min. Let's listen to some native speakers using the future imperfect. Listen to Mame Gallagher say, I'm about to speak about it, and repeat after her. Listen to George Buchanan say, they are about to start dancing in a circle. The verb wulu means dance in a circle. Repeat, wulu. The infix doi means either up or start to. Wulu doi means start to dance in a circle. Wulu doi marom means be about to start dancing in a circle. Listen again and repeat. Listen to Herb Young say, I am about to write, and repeat after him. Listen to Herb Young say, in a little while I intend to pound acorns. You may remember that wetito means in a little while. Repeat, wetito. Yok means pound, and hamsi yokmarom means about to pound acorns. Repeat, hamsi yokmarom. Listen again and repeat after him.
Wetito kakas hamsi yokmarom.
Remember, the partnership is the helping verb plus an action verb ending in dom, which I call the verb partner. If you want to make your imperfect sentence negative, saying I am not doing, the men infix, meaning not, goes on the verb partner right before the dom. I don't have any recordings of men dom with this verb tense, but from the old Tom Young stories, we have mosquito saying to thunder, Ka'ankano nik tikche mendom. You don't believe me or trust me. Tikche means trust or believe. It's a little strange to us English speakers to have the men not on the verb partner. In English, not would be a separate word, but in Maidu, it's embedded in the verb partner. The sentence is actually, you are me, believe not ing. But of course, when you're translating it into English, you have to change it into coherent English. Using the imperfect verb tense means this is ongoing. Thunder still doesn't believe mosquito. So repeat, you don't trust me. Ka'ankano nik tikche mendom. In the same story, mosquito says, Amet kakas kawonodom wewemendom. But I am keeping a secret and not saying anything. Here you have two words ending in dom, so that means you translate it with and in between them. They both share the same helping verb kakas, just like in English. Kawono means keep a secret. Maidu words that start with ka, using the special K, usually have to do with secrecy. Notice that wewe, which is similar to weye, has men after it, as an infix before the dom. Wewe mendom, not saying anything. Repeat the sentence, but I am keeping a secret and not saying anything. Amet kakas kawonodom wewe mendom. In another story, Thunder wakes up after the animals have come and stolen his fire. And he says, Hesarom nik makare sam lino mendom. Lino means heat something. You might know that sa means fire, especially a fire that you would have in your house to keep warm. Hesarom nik makaresam linomendom. Why is the fire not warming me? Notice that the fire, sa, has an M on the end because it's the one doing the action of not warming him. Repeat, Hesarom nik makaresam linomendom. Speaking of the negative infix men, meaning not, I'd better bring up that there are a lot of words that sound exactly alike but have different meanings, and this happens in every language. For example, in English, we have red, the color, and read as in I read a book. We have son, your child, and the sun that's up in the sky. In Maidu, too, there are a lot of words that look and sound the same but have different meanings. We've been practicing using the men infix to show not, as in Yahamenkan, he is not good, or it is not good. There's another men that doesn't mean not, and it has to do with time. You already know some of these words that have men in them referring to time. So repeat these after me. Hesmen, already or first. Hesmen. Chimen, another time, later or next. Chimen. Mumen, at that time. Mumen. Akumen, at that time. Akumen. Kulumeni, nighttime. Kulumeni. Betemen, ancient times, times when the animals could talk. Betemen. Kubani, winter. Kubani. Yomini, spring. Yomini. Laimini, summer. You hear that word lai, heat in there? Laimini. Semeni, fall, autumn, seed time. Semeni. So these words have nothing to do with the word for not, even though they sound the same with the men. And sometimes you might get the two men's confused. But there are a much smaller number of time words than not words, and it's probably best to just memorize them. So back to our verb partnerships. There's another verb partnership that means the same as the imperfect present, but it's just for a few verbs that don't involve action. The helping verb is still kakas, kakan, etc., but this time the partner verb ends in pem instead of dom. The pem always has an M on it because of the equal sign verb, kakan, kakas, etc. The main verb to know that uses this type of partnership is have, which can either be ku or ke. Have is not an action, and talking about having something now is almost like a state of being. Even in English, we don't say, I am having a car. That sounds weird. So you won't be saying have with a dom ending in maidu. In the case of have, the verb partner is kupem or kupem. It's spelled both ways. To say I have a car, you would say the helping verb kakas, then kaleta, car, and then kupem. So I have a car is kakas kaleta kupem. Repeat, kakas kaleta kupem. What that actually means is I am someone who has a car. Of course, you can shorten the kakas to kas, and you can shorten kakan to kan. Let's say she has a car. Kan kaleta kupem. Or change the word order to kaleta kupen kakan. Repeat, kaleta kupen kakan. Listen to Mame Gallagher say, at that time they had few things for food.
Akumen kausen tibi wasasa tekukupem.
Akumen means at that time. It's one of those men words that refers to time. Kausan means they used to. It's also an equal sign verb that can be a helping verb like kakan. Tibi wasasa, few things, few supplies. At that time, they used to have few things for food. Listen again and repeat after her.
Akuman kaushan tibi wasasa pekukupem.
Listen to Roxy Pakanam say, I have a lot of tobacco.
Panikakos pikupem.
P means a lot. If she just wanted to say, I have tobacco, how would she have said it? Kakas panikupem. But she's saying, I have a lot of tobacco. And she words it, pani kakas pi kupem. So she puts kupem on the P instead of pani, which is just a variation. So based on this sentence, how would you say, I have a lot of food? Peku kakas pi kupem. Repeat, peku kakas pi kupem. How would you say, I have a lot of money? Liani kakas pikupem. Repeat, liani kakas pikupem. To say I don't have much money, you could say liani kakas tibi kupem. Repeat, liani kakas tibi kupem. In the old Tom Young stories, creator is admiring the knives of two bad guys while tricking them into handing them over. He tells them, Hell, minchim ya ha haluti chumikapen ka ku ankano. Wow, the two of you seem to have the best knives, he says. Chumi is knife, although some people say chami, which is also fine. So repeat, you have knives. Chumikapen kaankano, or chamikapen kaankano. That ku in ka ku ankano adds the idea of might to the verb. It's an infix. Ka ku ankano, you might be. Chumikapen ka ku ankano, you might have knives. Yaha means good. Yaha haluti means the best ones. So repeat the sentence. You too seem to have the best knives. Minchim yaha haluti chumikapem ka ku ankano. Now, what if you want to say not have in maidu? You never use men with this verb. Instead, you use a completely different verb, we, which means not have, lack, or go without. Like have, we uses the pem ending. Listen to Roxy Pakanam say, I don't have a mother, and repeat after her.
Nikakos munewipem.
To ask a question, do you have, you say kupem maka, do you have? Kaleta kupem maka, do you have a car? Repeat, kaleta kupem maka. Now answer my question, yes or no. Kaleta kupem maka. You could have said, he'e kaleta kupem kakas. Or you could have said, we kaleta we pen kakas. No, I don't have a car. And you could have put it in a different order, maybe shorten kakas to kas. So repeat, he'e kas kaleta kupem. Or we kas kaleta we pem. Let me ask you some other questions about having, and you answer one way or the other. Mahati kupem maka, do you have bread? He'e kas mahati kupem. Or Wie kas mahati wiipem. Niki liani kupem maka. What does that mean? Do you have my money? What's your answer? Wie kas minki liani wiipem. No, I don't have your money. So for action verbs, you use the con-dom partnership, and for have and not have, use the con-pen partnership. There are a few other words that are used with kakan and pem, depending on the meaning you're going for. So let's look at a couple of these. Weye, speak, uses the dom partnership when you're talking about speaking or talking. But when you're referring to speaking a language, you use the pem verb partner, just like you do with have. Why? It's ongoing and not really an action like regular speaking. If you know a language, hopefully that's not going to end at some point. But if you're talking or giving a speech, we know that it will eventually end, or at least we can hope so. Listen to Mame Gallagher use the kakas-pem partnership when talking about speaking languages.
Returning bomom, negating bomom, can already away at them.
She says, my younger brothers and sisters speak only English. Wole is English. Deke is only. Wole deke is only English. Notice that kakan goes with the weapem verb partner to mean speak, a language. Listen again and repeat after her.
Returning bomom, negating bomom, can already away at them.
Now compare that verb partnership used for speaking a language with these using dom. Listen to Mame Gallagher say, kakas weamadom. I'm about to speak about it. Kakas weamadom. Notice she's not referring to speaking a language, just regular speaking and talking, which won't go on forever. Listen to Leona Morales say, kas weadom. I'm speaking about these spirits now, ongoing, but weadom means regular talking, which she's doing right now. But it's not the same as speaking a language. So, just another note, we were told not to use the word for spirits too much. But listen again and repeat. I'm speaking about these spirits. Makit, no, is another verb that often takes the con-pen partnership because it's not really action. Even though it's ongoing, in English you wouldn't say, I am knowing that. It just doesn't sound right. In Maidu too, this verb is treated differently. In today's dialogue, you learned kakas muk makitpem, I know her. Listen to Mame Gallagher say, but I don't really know much about it.
Always Kashmir, tet pikno hat makit men pem.
Notice that kakas goes with makit menpem. Unlike have, you can use men, not with wea and makit. Listen again to Mame Gallagher saying, but I don't really know much about it, and repeat.
Always Kashmir, tet pikno hat makit men pem.
We'll learn more about dom and pem in intermediate Maidu because there are a lot more uses and special meanings involved. Hukes means be smart or be wise. What do you think hukes men means? Not be smart, be stupid. Hukesmeni is a fool or an idiot. So now let's review our different verb tenses that we've learned and see if you can tell the difference in meaning between each of these sentences. When I say each sentence, you tell me what it means. Unim hukes mini pemakas. That means, I will eat this fool. Regular future, I will eat. So repeat, unim hukes mini pemakas. Unim hukes mini pemaron kakas. That means, I'm about to eat this fool. Repeat, unim hukes mini pemaron kakas. Unim hukes mini pedon kakas. That means, I am eating this fool right now. Repeat, unim hukes mini pedon kakas. Unim hukes mini hesmen pekas. I already ate this fool. Repeat, unim hukes mini hesmen pekas. How? Let's practice a little more with our verb infixes we learned last time. Remember that the infixes go between the verb and the ending. You can only have one ending, but you can have more than one infix. In fact, you can stack these infixes up like Legos. Last time we learned the infixes ye, koi, no, noye, and dikno. And we learned to add these to the motion verb ye, come, koi, go, leave, no, go, travel, noye, walk around, and dikno, arrive at or get to someplace. As you start to understand the meanings of the infixes, you get so much more information about each word that an English translation can't really do justice to. For example, a koi, a no, and a yeah are often translated as go. But if you understand the infixes, you know more the exact meaning of the verb: going away from, going along, going towards. Often these details are left out of the English translation because if you translate all the information, it sounds too wordy in English. Let's try adding some infixes to other verbs besides For example, take the word wudum, throw. Repeat, wudum. Wudum koi means throw away. That koi gives the meaning of away. Repeat, wudum koi. Wudum no means go along throwing something. Repeat, wudum no. Wudum yeah means throw something towards. Repeat, wudum yeah. In today's dialogue, we learned a new infix, moto, together. What do you think wudum moto means? Throw together. In today's lesson, we learned the infix doi, meaning either up or start to do. What do you think wudum doi means? It can either mean throw upwards or start to throw. Let's learn a few new infixes. Sito is an infix meaning across. Wudum sito means throw something across. Sito means go across. Repeat, wudum sito. Repeat, sito. Kit, mit, and dao all mean down, downwards, but with slight differences in meaning. Wudum kit means throw down, like throwing something on the ground. Repeat, wudum kit. Wudum dao means throw something off, like you might throw your clothes off. Repeat. Wudum dao. Wudum mit means throw down into, like into a hole. Repeat. Wudum mit. Dao means go downhill, using that with the dao, meaning down, downwards. Mit means go down into, like getting into a car, where you have to duck to get in. Repeat. Mit. You can see how learning the infixes will help you increase your vocabulary exponentially. Look at the dictionary under words like che, see, dong, catch, and eswal, be in the middle, just to name a few, and get an idea of how many more words you can create by adding infixes. So please learn the new infixes, sito, mit, dao, kit, doi, and moto. Practice the verb partnerships you learned today to say what actions are happening right now. Ask each other, hesi maka, what are you doing? And then answer using the present imperfect tense. Practice asking each other, do you have such and such? And then answer with yes or no. Full answer. Remember, the thing that you have does not end in am because it's not doing the action. Kaleta kupen kakas. No am on kaleta. So that's it for today. Kaninkakan. Chamakas min, chimen, yahat bispada.